So today, let's talk about what you're doing in the Philippines in terms of choir activities.
As you may know, I was for 2 decades. I was a director of INTERKULTUR Germany, the world's largest organizer of international choir competitions, and we had already hosted two events in the Philippines. One was called Sing Enjoy Manila, and the other was just recently last year in October, Sing Enjoy Bohol. We do have a satellite office of Interculture in Tagbilaran City in Bohol, with a few staff working full time for Interculture. So we are quite connected with the Philippines.
All right. So, how do you see the choral scene in the Philippines, and how is it compared to the choral scene in Germany? Because Germany is known for having good choirs and a choral culture. How is it compared to the choral culture of the Philippines, since you've experienced both?
So I'm a proud founding member of the Philippine Choral Directors Association 2004. And I follow the development of the Philippine choirs, which is amazing. They have many of them have won international recognition, and not only this, but first prizes everywhere. So and there are only a few choirs from Germany of the so-called what we call semi-professional choirs. We distinguish between professional and semi-professional choirs, and we know that all the choirs in the Philippines are semi-professional. There is no real professional choir in the Philippines, while in Germany we have many professional choirs. So it's a bit different to distinguish, but the Philippines has a quite almost a dozen of world-class choirs, which traveling everywhere and were everywhere known as one of the best choirs in the world. So I have a deep respect to the Philippine choir culture.
You've been a member of the choir. What do you call that choir? Karlsruhe. What do you call that choir?
It was Studio Vocale Karlsruhe.
Oh, which won a lot of top prizes in Europe, including one of the toughest, Maktoberdorf. What do you think is the trademark of the German choirs? How do they differ to Philippine choirs in terms of sound in general, or the technicalities? Is there any like a difference between in general German choirs versus Filipino choirs?
Yes, there is a difference. Amazing experience I had with the Philippine choir singing in Germany in a big cathedral. It was the De La Salle University Choral, directed by Boy de la Armente many years ago. When I hosted an event in Germany, they performed in a cathedral, Lead Me Lord, from Robert Delgado arrangement. And that was my first impression, which I never heard before. Such crystal clear sopran voices with a light height we don't have in Germany. This homogeneity in the vocal group of soprano, and then this light, crystal clear heights where you, as a listener, you don't dare to breathe, and you have goosebumps. Unbelievable! How do they do this? I have never heard that in Germany. That is really a trademark of Philippine choirs. I would say that special quality of soprano and homogeneity in the voice group.
I've heard a recording of that song "Lead Me Lord" from, because that song "Lead Me Lord" was originally made, commissioned for De La Salle. De La Salle University Choral. It's one of my favorite versions. Wow. They say that German choirs, they tend to, or European choirs in general, is it true that you tend to sing in a straight tone only, no, not much vibrato? What can you say about that?
Yeah, it depends. There are some professional choirs, professional in a sense of getting full-time paid. It depends on the literature that you sing.
Okay.
You should use the vibrato different if you sing the Verdi Requiem, or you sing a madrigal from the madrigal times, which of course should be more the flat tone without vibrato, unlike, for Requiem of Verdi, you would need opera singers with full voice and full vibrato style. So I think it depends on the literature how you should use the vibrato.
As one of the organizing committee or choir administrator of choral events in the world, what can you say are some of the challenges in organizing events, choral events here in the Philippines?
The challenge is one of the challenges is that it is difficult to bring choirs from other countries to the Philippines because they are afraid of the good quality of the Philippine choirs. Yes, so it is not easy to bring them in. They say I should compete with the Filipinos. Oh my God, we are not going. So this is one of the challenges we have. Uh, Others is the management mind that is not easy to find. So the punctuality, the effectivity, the efficiency of management is not easy to find in the Philippines. Yeah? To set up something really good and to be reliable with things. So we had a different experiences in the Philippines about management qualities. Yeah.
So these are some of the areas of improvement in terms of organizing events here in the Philippines. Thank you so much for your time,
Yeah.
Thomas.
Okay, thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Dankeschön.
Thank you.